So, first of all, tell me how it feels to be back. Obviously, you started here a while ago. How does it feel to be back here?
It's great to be home. In an aspect of this place, that's kind of what drew me back. This is home to me. We had a meeting with some guys on Monday, and one of the guys told me this is his home. This is where he's at, and it's true. Starting this program, I have a lot of pride in this community of Battle High School. Really, this football program. So to be back is a special honor to me.
Kind of tell me how this opportunity came about for you. I'm sure it's been crazy. You were in Hawaii, right?
I was in Hawaii. I've been there for the last 2 years. Kind of popped up a lot of conversations and decisions happening. Really just deciding it was the right time to come back and if I wanted to go for it. And I felt like it was. Knowing that there was about 70% of the staff were guys that were with me before I left, and then knowing these seniors were there when they were freshmen, knowing they're on their third head coach in 4 years, really it's like they need some stability, and they kind of wanted to be that guy for them. It's a special group of kids. Battle's a special place. And so when it came time to make a decision, it kind of had to go with the heart on that one.
When you mention it, when you build trust with these kids, you mentioned it, 3 head coaches in 4 years. How do you go about starting to build trust with these kids?
For me, it starts with them understanding my relationship with the coaches already, how we're not going to come in and change terminology and confuse them. We're going to come in and do schematically some of the similar stuff that we like to do, and we're going to make our own variations off it. But understanding that first thing we're coming in to kind of do what they're good at already. 2 is building that trust with those seniors. It starts with them. They kind of know who I am. So making sure that they're the leaders of the group and understanding that what we're about at Battle High School, our standards, our traditions, and bringing those things back for us to be successful. So really it's just, conversations, getting to know guys' name, calling them by name, putting the tape on them on their helmets because I got to learn their names. So for me, it's just learning the names, building that trust and that reliability.
How have you seen these seniors kind of embrace this? Have you seen them kind of embrace you wholeheartedly?
I really did. I'm seeing when I came back and the guys that got here early Monday before our meeting, giving hugs, calling names, and really being able to talk and see how they are. And these kids have grown up. I told a couple of them, you look like you're a grown man now. So really to see them at a young age, who was coming in freshmen, and some of these actually juniors when they came in the off season, seeing them then and seeing them now, it's been great. So really I feel like they've welcomed me back. And it's an awesome feeling.
Obviously, from when you first started, Battle has quite a tradition, and even in the young program it is of football here. How would you go about bringing that back of what the success you saw when you were here too?
To me, it's some of the things that I thought we did very well that maybe they've made change or maybe they've done differently. Kind of bring them back those traditions. Our Spartan Creed, when Coach Ellison took over, we really bought into that, kind of who we are. So bringing that back. To me, it starts with practice, the energy, the music. It starts with on game downs when we walk down that ramp, playing that music. I've talked to our guidance counselor lead who kind of plays that, and so he already asked if that's what we're doing. I was like, yeah, we're coming back to it. So really just kind of redoing traditions and making them learn about the tradition of what we've done, how successful we've been, and what caused us to be that successful.
What did you learn from when you were here, the first time through that you were here for that state championship and those district titles? What do you feel like you learned about, being a head coach here at Battle from that?
I had a great opportunity in Hawaii. I had to learn under a great head coach. Spent 2 years with him, and then he actually moved on to be a DC somewhere, and I kind of followed a little bit going to the same school. But I owe a lot to him. I owe a lot to the coaches before me, Coach Ellison, Coach Kiners, the assistant coaches, guys around that I've coached with that are now coaches now. Coach Alvis, other guys like that, Coach Collier. So really just knowing those guys and kind of bouncing ideas and always trying to learn and be successful and understand kind of what worked well and how can we make that into Battle and fit into Battle.
Yeah, being part of the CMAC conference, it's a tough conference. What are your thoughts on being a part of this?
I'm glad to be back. It's no joke. The CMAC it's a great conference to be in. It's competitive every Friday night. So I'm excited. A lot of those coaches I know. Some new ones in the CMAC, so getting to know them, talk to those guys. A lot of guys on staff I know too, so it's really going to be fun on Friday night, shaking their hands pregame and talking to them, but then getting after it on the game.
Have you gotten to talk to Coach Conyers over at Hallsville yet? He welcomed you back, I'm sure.
I have talked to them. We shared some texts. Coach Conyers and a couple of the guys that we coach with, Coach Alvis, those guys. So really it's been great. Talking to those guys, talked to Coach Ellison today. So it's been great to communicate with those guys again and talk again. We've kept in touch, but really being back, we've really talked a lot the last few days, last few weeks.
What excites you about the talent that you have here? Obviously you have, I guess it's 17 days now to work with these kids before season starts. What excites you about the talent though?
When I got here, I kind of knew what to expect as far as what I thought we had talent-wise. I'm talking to a lot of the coaches. Like I said, I know them before. So I've been watching a lot of film on those guys. But now that seeing them in person these last 2 days, I know we got a lot of guys that are special. I'm really just kind of honing in, but I think there's a lot of talent. There's always been a lot of talent at Battle High School, so it's about making sure I'm focused and heading in the right direction. So I'm really excited to see those guys. I think we have some potential, that's for sure.
Obviously, the blinders are on, you're focused on the season, but how tough is it? You come in 18 days, I guess, before the season starts. How tough is that, to come in and take over?
It's been a little hectic, I'll be honest, but we've done a good job. I've got a great staff here, and that's the one thing. A lot of those guys are family to me, so I've leaned on them to kind of help out with some things that if I can divvy up some tasks, they're helping out. We have guys in the office all day today and yesterday really helping, being here Sunday and kind of helping out, getting things ready to go. Before it formally got announced with fingerprints and all that HR stuff that I had to do myself since leaving. But really it's leaning on those guys just to make sure we got things in order. Order some things that didn't get ordered that we think we may need. So it's hectic, but it's been fun. It keeps our mind busy and keep us rolling.
Well, I saw one standout that used to play here. Trey Morris was out here. Is he helping you guys out? What's the story with that?
We got 2 former players right now, Trey Morris and Matt Page.
Okay.
Trey's going to help out coach the linebackers. Matt Page is coaching tight ends. So their energy, they're young guys, so it's infectious for them. Talking to these players, they've already looked up to them. One of our introductions was understanding who those 2 guys were and what they're bringing back to the staff because they care about battle so much. So it's been great to have those guys, and really the staff has been phenomenal, just the camaraderie that we have already, and it's only been a few days. So it's been awesome.
Finally, obviously I know you just got here, but for you in this first season, what would be the mark of, okay, this is a successful season for us?
That's a loaded question. For those guys, it's really, number one, did they have fun with the season? And we talked about in our meeting on Monday, football's a game, first and foremost. It's meant to have fun. So make sure these guys are enjoying every day, being out here with their teammates, with their coaches, being on this field, enjoying the great things this game offers. So number one, is it fun? Obviously we want to win some ball games, and I think we will, but, it's going to be tough. We have a tough schedule. There's no slouch in our schedule. So we really got to be ready to go every week. So I think, to me, coming out, making sure the guys are healthy, make sure our seniors are graduating, we all got passing grades in the right aspect, and really just having fun.
Awesome. I appreciate the time. Thanks. It was good to meet you.
You too.